I dare you to fix me. I'm crossing the line again.
Yeah, that's so true. Like, when Kevin was on, and I'm sure a lot of people know him, and if you don't, he survived jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge. Did he write a book on the ripple effect?
Yeah. He's got a book called Crack Not Broken and a documentary called Suicide: The Ripple Effect.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. You've seen the documentary?
Yeah, he's incredible, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'm in that doco.
What? You're in there?
I'm in that doco.
You little film star.
Andy's a big film star.
I don't know about that. He's an old film star. But yeah, Matt introduced us to Kevin, and great guy. Like, he was meant to be on tonight, but he's very busy. But everything you said's right, Matt. Look, I just introduced Mel to a friend I met, 6 years ago, and we haven't spoken for nearly 5 of that. And I just happened to see her on Facebook. I thought, oh my gosh, I forgot. So we went out and saw her the other night, and I want to get her on. It was a bit short notice for her, but Mel and her have a very similar love for like, I know Mel, when I met Mel, she was into event organizing for tattoo events, and that's what Brandy's doing. She's covered in tattoos, and tattoos are a big deal in her life, because the tattoos were put on her body by a friend of hers, Hell's Angel, from California, to cover up all her burn scars. Like, she had 33% burns, and like the pain, she said, her quote was exactly what you just said, and I'm sure everyone else agrees. She said, the tattoos covered up the pain on the outside, but they also helped me cover up, help me with the pain on the inside as well, because I had support from this hardcore guy who just was like a father to her, And, Brandy was in a head-on accident, 80 mile an hour in a car. They hit a diesel truck, and she had no seatbelt, and her boyfriend did, and sadly he didn't make it. He got thrown out of the car. She didn't have a seatbelt, and she didn't get one broken bone. She just got 33% burns to her body. She said, I just don't get it, Andy, But, she's like Mel and like everyone else here, very strong. The pain's always there, as you said, but I don't know what the correct word is, but you become stronger and resilient to it. It never, like I said to someone the other day, when they mentioned to me, like, oh, wow, you're such an inspiration. It's hard. I'm not getting upset, because your stories are just so, wow. People say, oh, you're such an inspiration to people. I said, the only reason I am, mate, is because I can't live in the pain that I've caused people. I can't do it anymore, I can't live in that, because I had a great life. It's everyone around me that didn't, like everyone around me suffered because of my anger. And I said, I had a miracle meeting someone where I went through, a lot of work to get out, but the pain is there. It can come back, as you all know, like that. It doesn't disappear, but you become much, much stronger to deal with that. And, that's why I'm so blessed to have met you all, and all of you I met basically randomly and through some, tough circumstances. And same with Doug. It was a random thing. And, he only got bullied in the gym the other day. The kid's gone from 320 pounds. He deals with high functioning autism. He's not my client anymore. I haven't charged him for 2 years. We're just the best of friends, and built a business for him. And he's 195 pounds, and he still got bullied in the gym 2 days ago by some guy who, knew him at school and still bullied him. Said something like, oh, you're fatty, you're going to have a heart attack or something. And you just said it, Matt. He did not let it get to him. Doug stood up and just smiled and said, hey, Planet Fitness, whatever, come and train. And that's hard to do, because that hurts when someone says that to you.
Well, that there's a pure example of what I'm talking about, in terms of would have Doug been able to deal with that situation as his old self, that wasn't putting in the hard yakka to be mentally healthy and physically well. Now that he's doing all of this work to be the best version of himself, he's in a much better position to deal with these thoughts and feelings and emotions that happen.
Oh gosh,
a bad day is coming. A bad day is going to happen to all of us in this chat. It's only moments away from one of us, but it's about being prepared and ready for that situation so that we're in a better frame of mind and more aware to be able to deal with it no matter what happens. And as a beautiful example of what Doug's done in the gym, because it goes to show that there's more than one way in which to deal with our thoughts, feelings, and emotions.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Can I just add something quickly?
Yeah.
When I lost my legs, I had a friend that we'd been friends since babies, since mother's group kind of thing. And straight after my accident, we went to kinder together, primary school together, high school together, all of that. We were really good family friends. But as soon as this happened, she just disappeared. And I remember vividly her telling me that I can't be seen with you in public because you're going to ruin my image. You still have a pretty face, but you having legs make me ugly. And I don't want to be seen with ugly. And I remember just looking at her and telling her that just because I've lost my legs, it might change how I look physically, but it doesn't change me as a person. And it will never change me as a person. And I think since that day, I've just really tried to think when people have come out with those sort of comments, I just think, you know what, it's a reflection on them. It's not a reflection on who I am. And I think it's so important for people to kind of realize that, you know, whether people have a mental illness or a physical disability or anything like that, that it doesn't change who someone is. And it's just a true reflection on, you know, society and how so many perceive these type of things.
Yeah, it's sad. And Lauren and Doug, he'll share something in a sec because I can see him biting at the bit. It's like, yeah, you're right. People are just cruel. And like only just probably an hour ago, I saw a post on Facebook from a young girl here in America, and she literally had like actual abrasions and cuts all over her face. And she's only 13. She got beaten up by a bully at school, and the mother just I think it was her sister was right there. She said, we went to the school and they just brushed it off. They didn't take any action. They didn't do anything. And so they just kept pushing it out on social media. And finally, they got it to NBC, and I think it's screening tonight. So we're going to try and get some clips of that somehow. But it's just the cruelty, the same as that guy in the gym. Why would you do that? Like, why would you just waste your time saying something to someone who clearly is not the guy you knew who's 320 pounds? He's fit, he's running, but there's something inside people. They just have to do that to hurt people because they're probably hurting inside. There's something, you know.
Just to add to what you guys are saying about that, I read this quote literally yesterday, and it was from what I read, it was from the president, Teddy Roosevelt, the 26th president of the United States. He had apparently said something along the lines of, when people criticize you like that, they're exposing things about themselves that they don't like.
Oh, yeah.
Self-reflection.
Yeah, absolutely.